I know you're all possibly tired of me being the bringer of unfortunately true circumstances and shining a spotlight on utterly loathsome people, but it looks like I have to use my small platform to shed some form of light on a dark side of the anime convention world that I honestly thought I'd never touch on. Roll the fucking footage. This is Steven Lin, owner of the Anime Pavilion brand. If you have been to any Anime Expo, Anime Los Angeles, or a good portion of anime conventions in the Midwest, you know who this man is. I thought I knew Steven well. I volunteered for him a few times and got some free merch in exchange. But if recent allegations are correct, and they fucking are, then we have a serious problem running rampant in our nerdy paradise. Steven has been caught mistreating his staff members in the form of not paying them, berating and belittling them when they call him out on his bullshit, and then Steven has the gall to leave workers stranded in the town the convention is in after all is said and done. No ride to the airport or back home is all the payment that they get when he decides out of the blue that he no longer wants your help, despite the fact of him bringing you to said convention to work at, many of them being miles away from where said worker or said staff member live. Imagine this for a moment. You're given an opportunity to work a booth at an anime convention. Now imagine that it's the last day of the convention, you are ditched at the convention with all your bags and no previous plan to transport you and your belongings back home, and you weren't even paid. Thus, getting home is now not only difficult, but now putting you in financial jeopardy. This man has done this apparently more than once, and that is a fucking piss poor way to run your company. Yes, this man is once again the owner of an anime goods storefront, and travels to conventions making the majority of his money. Want to know the acceptable amount of times this shit can happen when you're the owner of a company? 0! Hell, even for a decent human being, the acceptable amount of times you can get away with this should still be fucking 0. This man, however, has done it at least twice. Leaving your workers high and dry is one can of worms in and of itself, but going so far as to also not pay them on top of that? Fucking disgraceful. For those of you who possibly think I'm blowing something out of proportion or don't have the full story, you're in for a real treat. Due to the magic that is smartphones and people knowing how to document shit better than ever before, we have the unedited screenshots of how everything went down. They logged the entire exchange one victim in particular went through with Anime Pavilion and of course Steven Lin himself. From them blatantly being told they aren't getting paid to even being told they're getting kicked out of the hotel room they were occupying, it is all documented in black and white. Not only that, we have audio documentation from the same victim. It is being edited as we speak. No, this will not be the only video I make on this topic. When said audio is completed, I will edit it for brevity and post another video in regards to what has happened thus far in this case. The link to the full audio will be released as it comes out following this one. As you can possibly tell, I was not prepared to do this video. There are some things in any community you cannot prepare for in the least. Since you're watching this video right now, I can assume that you know that I took the morally responsible path. The longer this shit goes without repercussion, it will be another win for people like Steven Lin. I implore and encourage anyone who's been fucked over by this man to come out so we can deny him satisfaction of doing this to someone else and him getting pure profit from not paying his workers. If you or anyone you know has been used and manipulated by Anime Pavilion and its owner, speak up and let your voice be heard. This is not an isolated incident already. More evidence is coming to light as this video is being edited. The best solution for these matters that happen in the dark is to use the most powerful disinfectant we as a community have, light. Bringing this shit out for all to see will prevent it from happening again. Not only with Anime Pavilion, but also any other vendors or important people in the convention scene. We've come to the conclusion of this video, and I have my own statement to make on this entire debacle. For anyone who thinks they can pull this kind of shit here in 2018 and beyond, you are the stupidest piece of pond scum. With so many ways your greed and fuckery can be captured and spread to the masses, proving how much of an abusive fuckstick you are, you best better believe anything you do can and will be documented. Respect your workers, respect your volunteers, and fucking pay anyone whom you say you will pay. There will be more videos as more bullshit is unearthed and properly cited and sourced. I'm Gutterwave, and I'm fucking pissed off. Enjoy the fucking holidays.